Good evening and welcome to another Friday Night Pathfinder stream. We are back for episode 4 of Skulls and Shackles, and I had forgotten to turn my volume down on my phone, so while I'm monitoring the chat on that, you can now hear that. There we are. So Echo's cancelled. We're back. I'm Simon. I'll be running the game. I'll let the others introduce themselves. I'm pointing that way like you can see which way they are, but they're probably different ways around. So yeah, starting from the top corner as I see them, Adam, tell us who you're playing and a little bit about your character.
Hello there. I'm Adam. I'll be playing Xanorin, a half-elf. I was nearly going to say that wrong. Then half-elf monk. I've been press ganged onto the ship as everyone else. My quest is just simply to live a lawful life among cutthroats and thieves, and so far it's been going pretty well. Ricky keeps murdering people that I'm trying to make friends with, and I keep pimping him out, so it's about equal, really.
Good. Chris.
Yeah, I'm Chris. I'm playing Ralf, a Dwarf Ranger. Yeah, I'm a chef in-game, chef in real life. Can't get away from it.
Typecast.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, he's been doing a bit of snooping in the last one, so I think he's gonna harm with that in this as well.
No problem. So above me, we are joined by the vampiric-looking Kieran this evening. He's not actually that pale in real life, but his lighting does make him look like a vampire.
Yeah,
he's close.
We are applying a little bit of hand-wavy and retcon, and for the sake of my sanity, he was press ganged at the same time as the others, but has been keeping a low profile amongst the crew, joining the riggers until then. We've just established that he did witness the murder of Conquerbar last week, and I'll let Kieran tell you about his character.
Murder is a strong word, guys. My name's Kieran, like Simon said, but I'll be playing Maximus Windbite, otherwise known as Max. Just
I'm
easier.
totally going to get your name wrong.
Yep. I expect jokes about it coming. Yes, I'm playing a human fighter. 6 foot tall, medium, unkempt hair. Looks like a sailor, tanned skin. He's also missing one of his fingers on his right hand.
He's also missing his right hand.
A finger on his right hand.
We'll work on the rest of the hand, we'll see.
Yeah.
Over to Ricky.
Ricky will.
You bite it.
I'm Asemarsh Ocean Scream. I got my axe back. And murder is a strong word. He fell with assistance.
Die hard with assistance.
last but not least, we have Sam. Who, unfortunately, Ricky is just broken, so give her a moment.
Damn it, I should do the intro first so then I can save myself from being broken all the time. I'll be playing Reya Ruvlad, female halfling rogue. I currently have an addiction, or a minor addiction, to rum. I'm also got a fancy red hat from the recently departed Conquerbar, who got assisted in falling. And I've also got a bottle of rum and some holy water.
Cool. So we...
You get holes in water.
Cool. We rejoined the crew after nearly 2 weeks at sea, and following just on the back of a heavy storm. You've just sort of had a bit of a post-storm party. Everyone's a bit wrecked out, but the 11th day dawns fair, and I've lost my pen already, which is a good start. There we are. Borrow one of the boys. So we are Mario penning it tonight. And let's see what you guys are set to today.
Sorry, before you get started, just had a quick look at the stream, and you got the SCGC thing set to hobby stream. The thing in the bottom corner.
I certainly have, haven't I? How have I? 2 seconds. There we are. Bonk. There we are. Sorry about that. Clicked the wrong thing as we came back. Fixed. There
we go.
I even updated the titles today. Total professional.
See, I saw Sam put it up in the stream team chat. and then
I can't see the stream team chat from where I am because I'm in the streams control panel itself. So I should have noticed it because it's sat there looking at me.
so like
Oh,
I
good.
saw
As you were.
yeah, I saw that she put that up in the chat, and then I looked at the title and I totally missed the Harvey stream in the corner.
Cool. So the day 11, the morning Dawn's Fair, and you're summoned to the mast for Mr. Plug to give you your things at the day bell. And who do we have first? We have the riggers. Kieran, you are going to be assigned to mainsail duties, some heavy work.
Is anyone else hearing
I
feedback?
am hearing that. Yeah, where's that coming
I think that's through Chris. That is.
Me.
Chris, you need to jiggle the handle on the toilet a little bit.
Yeah, sort out your bathroom, man.
Okay.
The running joke is that Chris is playing in his bathroom. It's actually his dining room, but there's just two pipes in the back make it look totally like a bathroom. Right, yeah. So Kieran, you are assigned
Where do all
mainsail
my good
duties. We'll come back to you in just a second. Ricky, you are assigned rope work.
New way of killing people, Ricky.
New way of killing people. Can you do it on deck? That's the question. Chris,
Around their ankles, over the edge.
Good old keel hauling.
The day promises to be a fairly hectic one for you because it looks like Ambrose is getting his drink on, and he's also got food pre-prepared. So he's not going to be doing any cooking, and you've seen him like this before. You're probably not going to be doing any cooking either. Prepare to get drunk. Sam, you are hauling rope and knotwork. So Plug seems to take particular delight in giving the smallest one of his swabs the heavy work. So prepare to get exhausted. And Adam, you are set swabbing the decks. So we will start going this way around the screen this time. So Sam, what are your day's actions going to be? Just for Kieran's benefit, because he could probably do with a reminder of it, because I don't know if he's had the list. So you can work diligently and gain a bonus on your skill check. You can do your normal job, but try and influence a crew member that you get access to during the day. You can sneak about and try and do the day's task and quickly explore an area. You can take time out to head to the shop, or you can shirk, take a penalty on your daily tasks and take a bit more time exploring somewhere on the ship.
I'm going to just do the working diligently, because I have a funny feeling I'm getting a close eye kept on me.
No problem. Can you, in that case, give me a difficulty 10 profession sailor check? If you please.
Oh, I got a rank in that thing now.
You have. Yes, that's the other thing, is you guys all leveled up between now and last time, so you're...
Oh, God's sake. Oh, 17.
17? Yeah, not a problem. Your practice on board the ship has paid off, and you comport yourself admirably. Can I also get a difficulty 10 constitution check to avoid fatigue, because it is heavy and hard work?
Con. Oh, I got -2, haven't I? That is a fat 0.
That is a fat 0, in which case you gain the fatigue condition and you are exhausted by the end of your day's work. We'll come back to you in a little bit because your day's work doesn't end when you think it does. Moving on then. Ricky, you were... Adam, you were swabbing the decks, weren't you? But it's Ricky next on my thing, so let's go back to Ricky, who is doing rope work also on the deck. Can I get a difficulty 10 professional sailor check from you, or dexterity check if you don't have it yet?
Yeah, I pass.
Cool, not a problem. Again, you get through the day with not too much problems. What was your action for the day going to be?
Make friends and influence people.
Make friends and influence people. Who are you looking to go and chat to now, or plan to befriend and then murder?
Who's about?
So you are working on the... Sorry, just bringing map up. So you're working. I've enlarged the map since last time. So you're working on the upper deck. Sorry, no, the main deck. Main deck. You've got some other swabs. So Giffer Tibbs is about. Jack Scrimshaw, Tilly, Badger, Shikva, Areta, and Phipps and Jordas Jape. Phipps and Jape are the ones that some of your friends, and Areta are the ones that some of your friends had a run in with previously. Tilly is the somewhat rummy sailor you've all got on with previously. Jack's the young lad who was attacked by the dire rats in the bilges. You also can see up on the aft deck. You can see Peppery Longfarthing, the sailing master, and Mr. Plug. The captain is not on deck at the moment.
I hate Mr. Plug. I'll just go and speak to Jack then.
Okay, no problem. Jack is pleased to see you as you come on up to him. He remembers your sort of kind helping out of him and stopping things from biting him. So yeah, what are you trying to achieve with him?
Just get any gossip. See, I don't know who we need to be worried about of the crew.
No problem.
And running back to officers I need to add to my hit list.
Can you give us a diplomacy check, then, if you please?
No. Diplomacy. Yeah, no.
What was
5?
5. Okay. So the good news is you didn't fail it by more than 5. You don't offend him, but that's only because he's already quite on your camp anyway. Yeah, you sort of pass on the day with him. He's the only thing he can really tell you is that he recognises the coastline that you're getting near to now. He says it's the slithering coast is this area that you're passing through. So it's likely to be shallow water and sort of more coastal areas for a while. He reckons that the captain must be nosing around for a Raduni merchantman because he knows that the Raduni have a lot of shipping in this area. So yeah, that's all he can really tell you, but you don't make any headway in drawing him into sort of further companionship. Moving around then, Adam, you were doing some swabbing the deck, so what's your action going to be for the day?
I'm going to work diligently, rather boringly.
No problem. In which case, then I am just going to need a difficulty 10 constitutional strength check to avoid fatigue.
Can I choose?
Yeah, whichever one works best for you. In that particular case.
I haven't even looked at the dice yet. I'm going to do strength because I get a +1. And I've got 18. I should not use this dice. Let me see. So 19 plus the 1.
Yeah, no problem. Your day passes uneventfully. You comport yourself without getting into further trouble. You catch Scourge sort of coming across the deck a couple of times and sort of giving you the evils. You can feel sort of the glares of Syl and Jape from time to time. But yeah, none of them get time to mess with you, and your day passes uneventfully so far. Chris, you, my friend, Ambrose is sort of well into his cups, and he's like keeps insisting, no, don't work, have some more rum. So what's your plans for the day?
Gonna drink the rum.
So you can have 2 actions rather than 1 for the day because you are literally he sort of stashed some goat curry from a previous thing, kept it, added some extra season to take the edge off it, and so he's done with the cooking day. He's all ready, so he's planning to get well and truly wasted, which means you've got a bit more leeway to play about, but you do need to drink 2 lots of rum.
Yeah, that's fine. I can drink the rum.
Or if you want to, you can try and slide it away and sleight of hand it off if you don't fancy the...
Yeah, how drunk is he? Will he notice if I just sort of...
He's well on his way already, so you reckon sleight of hand difficulty 10 check will probably get you away with it, but
Straight over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Straight in the curry.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I probably would do that. I think I'll just get rid of the rum,
No problem. Give us a slight
and I
check
want to
whenever,
go
please.
super round.
And then
Show me what you got.
tell me.
16.
16. Not a problem yet. Yes, it's easy enough to wait till he's distracted, and you top up the curry a little bit, and not a problem. So you've got 2 actions that you can take for your day's actions.
Okay, so I'm gonna go see Grok.
Yep. So you're heading to the shop.
Yeah.
No
I'm
problem.
trying to see if I can sell her the Demon's Head rum that I found. See how much gold she'll.
Cool. That was in the locker, wasn't it?
That was
in the
kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, hidden.
No problem. Let me just find where that was. Was it just the one bottle you were selling?
It's just the one I picked up then, yeah.
No worries. Yeah, Grok's in her store sort of fairly early on in the morning, although you can hear sort of every now and then Amber's like, come and have a drink, Grok, come and have a drink. Just, in a bit, I got some work. So yeah, she's pleased to see you. She's definitely batting team you guys at the moment. And
I wonder.
Because that's Ricky's bad and good
yes.
team.
She's like, what you got for me
Yes,
then?
yeah, so we've got this finest bottle of rum. It's got a lovely demon head sculpted on top as well. I reckon it's worth $2.
Oh, chalice rum, you say? Oh, now I reckon I might have that for myself. I got me a little party planned, so yeah, I'll pay you market.
I guess I'm having rum, guys.
I'll go 12 gold pieces for that.
Yeah, go on. 12 sounds reasonable.
No problem. She flicks the coins out across the counter and takes the rum and looks pleased with herself. You can see it doesn't go into any of the lockers in the store.
Okay.
Anything else you want to have her do? After she's finished sort of dealing with you, she does go and start drinking with Ambrose. Can you make a perception check, actually?
Perception check. Oh. Okay. 9.
9. Okay, yep, no problem. So yeah, she's in there, and the door to the quartermaster store is closed. So what's your second action going to be?
Is it closed and not locked?
You want to take a sneak action to go and explore it, or do you want to take the shirk action to take a bit longer?
Sneak.
Okay, so
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you sort of bide your time, check no one's around, and you try the door. It is unlocked. You think you've probably only got a couple of minutes. You can hear people moving around, so probably not enough time to have a proper go through things. But you can have a good sort of cast your eye over things. Maybe grab one thing if you're feeling steely.
Okay.
Give us a perception check, if you please.
19.
19. Cool. Yeah, you get a good look around. So, since Grox thinks she'd locked the door, she doesn't seem to have locked any of the chests or trunks. And you suspect that's because she was in a hurry to get drinking with Ambrose. So you've got 6 different things you can look at. I'm going to go with you've probably got time to look for 2 before you hear someone coming in after duck out to give yourself time. So there is a wooden locker, the wooden locker that you've seen you guys gear in, a wooden chest, a second wooden chest, a wooden trunk, and a metal trunk.
Metal trunk.
Okay, so the metal trunk.
No weapons.
Sorry, just 2 seconds. I thought
it's good.
Okay, so the metal trunk has some really nice little bits and bobs in. So this is predominantly a trunk containing some weapons. There's a really nice looking silver dagger with a badger's head carved into the hilt, and the expression on the badger's face is one of pain. There's also a short sword, a warhammer, and then a tube, like a scroll tube made of inlaid bone, and also a wand.
I think I'll pick up the slimmer dagger,
Okay,
because that sounds pretty cool with the badges.
no problem. Yep, you slide that into
Particularly.
sort of back of your belt and tuck things over it, and you think you've left everything pretty much otherwise undisturbed, and you duck back out just in time to be busy yourself in the kitchen as Grok walks back past, and you can hear a sort of mutter, "Oh, you didn't lock it again, right?" Click, 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 and you hear her lock in the door. As she goes through. Cool, Kieran. You were, where were you? You were on the mainsail.
Mainsail.
So
You know
what's your action plan going to be?
I'm just gonna work.
Work diligently.
Yeah.
No problem. So that is a +4 to your check, and we would like a difficulty 10 profession sailor check, please.
So yeah, I got profession sailor.
Yep. So D20 plus your total bonus for that, and then add another 4 for the working hard.
So it's 11 plus 7 for the profession, so 18, and
18.
that's
22. Yep.
22.
You are fine up in the rigging. There's a fair few course changes during the day as you're sort of tacking along the coastline at this point. And from your slightly higher vantage point, you can see sort of lush jungles along the side, and various little coves and inlets. You don't see any signs of habitation this close to the shore. But yeah, you do work hard. Can you give us a difficulty 10 constitution check to avoid being fatigued?
You guys all swim.
That is a 11.
11. Cool, no problem. You get through the shift without too much problems.
Yeah.
However, mid-afternoon, you are called together onto the deck. Mr. Plug calls you up, and at his feet lie 4 crab pots.
What have you done, Ricky?
And he says, "Right, you horrible lot. The captain wants crab for his supper. We're going to be passing a reef shortly. I want you guys to take the jig out there and catch some crabs, and don't come back till you do. But don't think about leaving, because it's an awful long way back to anywhere like civilization from here." I'll make myself
Ricky
clear.
might have crabs already.
I assume Mr. Plug is
I
the
knew you
first
were going to
mate.
say it.
Mr. Plug is the first jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Plug is the first mate.
He's not my mate.
I don't think anybody's your mate, Asemarsh.
Hey, you're all my mates, innit?
You keep killing the people I'm trying to make friends with.
Okay, so anyone got
Well,
any...
you're supposed to be a good guy and you're making friends with sexual harassers on a pirate ship.
I would say serial
Blending in.
Trump.
I understand why I kept to myself now.
He's seen you talking to them once, and that's it. You're tarred with the same brush.
Also, you saw him just bodily heft somebody over the crow's nest, and they just think nothing about it as he snapped his neck on the deck below.
Right, so yeah, anyone got any questions for Mr. Plug? Or anything you want to ask him or do before you think?
How big are these crabs going to be? Can we just use the ones that Ricky's caught already?
Captain doesn't care. No, they've been eaten already. Oh, yeah, Captain doesn't care what size they are, providing there's enough to fill the baskets. If you find a big one, happy days. If you find lots of small ones, don't care. Oh, bit of bad news for you though.
Do we get any weapons?
The Mr. Kwan's just told me the jig's out of action, so you'll have to swim. Get off. Yeah, the wind's dropped to a point where you're going to be sort of slowly passing the reef, just with the tide at the moment. So you've got a good portion of time to get off. But yeah, he sends you guys over the sides. You shimmy down ropes and start swimming for the reef. Who's carrying crab pots?
I guess I'll carry one.
Ricky's carrying crabs.
I'll carry one.
I'll carry one. I got decent strength.
No problem. Just 2 seconds then. That's 3 assigned for.
How many are there?
There are 4.
Oh, I'll take 2.
Maybe you wrote down crap pots then. Crab pots.
They are crap pots. They've got all holes in them.
Yeah.
Rick, I think listening to Kevin Smith earlier affected me, as I look like I'm in the Clerks movie.
I wasn't meant to be working today. Right then. Okay, so can everyone give me a difficulty 10 swim check, please?
Here's my swim.
Ooh, natural 19, so that's a 26.
No problem.
I wish I swam that good in real life.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, Jesus.
23.
14 total.
5 for me.
Okay. So Sam,
12 for me.
any other non-successes? Right. So Sam, Reya is lagging a little bit behind them, although the waters are no, it's not. Although the waters are relatively calm. Obviously, the swell's a bit bigger for a halfling than a human. So yeah.
Like how deep are we in? Because I'm
Your
like
love.
So you're definitely out of your depth, but you are you've swum about 200 feet north of the ship, and the water you're getting down to. By the time you're getting towards the reef, the bottom is somewhere between 5 and 30 feet below you. So yeah, you swim closer. You can see as you get closer, it's a coral reef, and it's pretty beautiful. There's you can see lots of things scurrying around there. And can I get a difficulty 10 perception or survival check from each of you? And then see if you can find some crabs.
Difficulty 10, you said?
Yep. Your choice, perception or survival.
Perception.
I'm
15.
perceptive. 11.
Sam? The expression says otherwise.
Dice
Okay.
jail, Sam.
I used 2 different dice. I'm just going to stick to my rainbow one now.
Yeah, that's the one that's helping me out. I'm using the rainbow one, but I've also got
Don't need it, Adam.
Oh yeah, I got the rainbow one on the go.
No,
My rainbow one normally is the one I go with, but when I rolled my practice roll, this one came up with a natural 20.
The first one I rolled earlier was this one, and you just can't see anything on it. Well, you can see it on there actually, but I can't see it here when the light shines down on it. So that one's staying there for now.
Okay, so Reya and Ralf are more concentrating on sort of catching their breath after the long swim and sort of not really with it enough to spot things. But each the other 3 of you spot sort of good-sized crabs and start swimming down for them. Can I get a difficulty 10 swim check, if you please?
Yep.
21.
Just remember what this bloody thing is. Swim. 21.
Cool.
9.
We have Soul Joker 93. Hello. The adventure goes well so far. They're just out fishing for the captain at the moment, catching crabs. So
We're trying
was
to catch
yours a
more
9,
crabs
Ricky?
than
Sorry,
Ricky's got.
was yours a 9, Ricky?
Yes.
Cool. No worries. So your crab evades you. The other 2 of you swim down, catch a crab, and your first 2 crabs half fill the first pot. So you reckon crabs of about this size are probably gonna you're probably gonna need about 4 per pot. Second round, then have another try. Could everyone give me difficulty 10 survival or perceptions, and then if you pass that, a difficulty 10 swim to go get it.
So 13 on the perception and a 18 on the swim.
I'm a tired dwarf.
Flipping.
I'm happy I put points into the swimming now.
Okay, 17 on the swim, 4 on the perception.
Okay, so other way around then, because you've got to see it before you can swim down for it.
24 on the perception, and I can't do maths. 20.
Oh no, 7 on the perception. Sorry.
Still no luck, unfortunately.
I got
Yeah.
24 on both.
6 on perception and 15 on the swim.
Cool. So you
So
don't.
I think
Yeah.
I think I see something. I just go into a rock or something.
Yeah. So don't worry about making the swims if you don't get the perception, because that'll save your roll. Third round, then you've completely filled 1 point. You've got 3 more to do.
Soul Joker says that Chris looks so sad every time he rolls.
If it's any consolation, Chris, I had a game like that last night. I was playing Eberron, and literally I burnt all my spell slots and missed every single time. I was just like, I'll do my good shot, missed. I'll do my good shot, missed.
I got 20 plus 8 for my perception.
Nice.
Pretty cool. I don't get critical perception, do I? I don't see through things and kill them.
You see everything.
Double vision.
I see the futility in life.
I rolled. Oh,
Was it for swim? Was it difficulty 10?
Difficulty 10.
Oh, cool. I got 12 then.
okay, 13 for perception and a natural 20, so 27 for swim.
Cool.
Kieran catches all the crabs.
Yeah, we're catching crabs, guys, together.
Okay.
I'm not.
Or I'm
Cool.
not.
So, Adam, as you're swimming back up, you catch a flash of movement from within the reef, and something looking like the abominable cross between an eel and a lobster flashes out. Make a survival check, difficulty 10.
Rock lobster.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a lobster.
Rock lobster.
Survival's 17.
17. You recognise it as a reef claw. Yeah, so it's like someone stuck the back of an eel on the front of a lobster, and it's blood red in colour with really spiky spines on the back of it, and it is swimming straight for you guys.
Just before this happens, just to answer Soul Joker in the chat, Pathfinder is more or less exactly the same as D&D.
Yeah,
At one point, it became popular when 4th edition wasn't very popular. 4th edition D&D wasn't very popular because Pathfinder was like D&D 3.75. So
People just falling down my stairs.
That's never a good thing. Pathfinder evolved out of D&D. It was done by the people who used to write the adventure paths for Wizards in the Dungeon magazine. So they were Paizo Publishing, and because D&D 3 was on the open game license, other people could write content for it. So basically, when 4th rolled around, the open game license kept going, and Paizo decided to put their own system and setting in. It's a bit more mechanically intense than D&D 5th edition. A bit more of a sort of tactical combat game if it's played entirely by the thing, but we're playing it fairly light and loose. But yeah, it's a good solid system, and there's so many sort of adventures and splat books and things out there for it. It's good to do lots of different things with. Right then, so yes, these reef claws. The first one attacking is joined by a second one, and they flash through the water with quite scary speed. Could everyone give me an initiative check, please?
Initiative.
is initiative
D20
roll
plus
plus
D20 plus your dex bonus, unless you've got feet to otherwise improve it.
I got 2 feet.
Oh, yeah, no,
Seven.
15. Yeah. Got
So,
2,
Chris, what was
2.
yours?
10.
10. Kieran?
Sam.
10.
We're running, Sam.
Ricky?
I rolled 16 dexes plus 1, but I do have quick reflexes, but I think that's more of an attack.
That's,
I think that's an attack of opportunity thing.
That's reflex save, quick reflexes, I believe.
What's touched by the sea isn't a perk, a water perk, is it?
No, it's one of your background feats that have given you some skills. Sam, sorry, what was yours?
25.
25. You are quick to react to danger. Reef claws. 18. Cool. So, Sam, you can see these two monstrosities. Well, I say monstrosities, they're not more than like 3 feet long, but that's 3 feet of snappy, angry claw teeth.
Still bigger than me.
And still bigger than you. Yeah, and they're arrowing up from the reef, looking intent on grabbing a snack. What do you want
I
to do?
am not a
Okay,
snack.
Sam,
I'm not a snack.
snack and a half.
I'm just a light lunch to them.
Oh, sorry, Sam, we lost your audio there.
Oh,
Hello, that you're gone really faint.
hello.
That's better. Yep. There we go.
All right. Okay. So good. Do I actually have anything on me?
So I'm assuming that if you have a dagger, you could have brought the dagger with you. Battle axes are probably a bit difficult to swim with, so I'm guessing you've left that in your lockers. If you wanted,
I've got a Warhammer.
probably wouldn't have swum with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got the I got the dagger on me, but I didn't write its stats down. Go me.
I have a boarding axe, which is classed as a light melee weapon.
Yep. So that's like a little hand choppy axe. That would be something that would have been sensible. I mean, yeah, you probably will have your warhammers and axes if you particularly want them, but swinging them around while trying to swim is probably a slightly more challenging jobby. So, yeah, Sam.
It makes sense for riggers to have small blades on them anyway, in case they got to cut ropes.
So Chris, go your chef's knives.
But he's just got himself
I got a dagger. That's fine.
I'll just have to try and attempt to attack with the blooming thing.
Chris with his Hufflepuff dagger.
So
Ricky can use hard flank.
Yeah, it is.
Right, so you wait for the first one to swim within reach and lash out with your dagger as it comes up. So because the dagger's a light weapon, you won't get any penalty to attack, but you will need a difficulty 10 swim check to sort of keep afloat without floundering after your attack.
Right, okay. So what is it? It's D20 plus my melee, is it?
Yeah, plus your melee attack bonus.
So... Ooh. Is it the base attack or the total I'm using for the melee attack?
It's the total, so base attack plus strength. Two seconds. Let's have a quick look at your sheets.
So I got a natural 20, but it makes it 22.
Nice. Okay. Yep. You lash out and sink the dagger straight into it with the creature that comes fast. Can you give me a 2d4 plus your strength bonus? No strength bonus. Just 2d4 then.
2d4, that's 4 damage. Or 2 and 2, whichever's...
Works for me. Then the reef claws. Who are they swimming for? We got 5 of you, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adam, the first one comes arrowing towards you. The second one bites at Sam because she's stabbing it. Adam, you saw it coming. You managed to twist aside from its attack. Sam, you are not so lucky. So as you sink the dagger into it, it snaps at you with a claw. You take a point of damage, but the claw attempts to lock onto you as you thing. What's your combat maneuver defense?
Oh, crikey, I'm going to have to try and find that now. Combat
It's
maneuver.
just above feats and features. CMD.
Oh, CMD. I got plus 15.
Oh, so the bad news is it has got hold of you. It clamps down, and you can feel the wound where it's got hold of you burning. Can you give me a fortitude save? Difficulty 13, please.
Fortitude. God's sake. I should have brought my dice tray with me today. That's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay, so the poison from the creature's claws courses through your veins. You take 1 point of strength damage.
You're getting addicted to everything here.
Yeah.
Then we are on to Ricky.
I will. I'm gonna take
Out the poison.
swim.
Swim 10
The-
to act as normal.
Okay, and then so yeah, 10, and then I will attack the one that's latched onto Sam.
So if you're using a light weapon, so anything like a dagger, short sword, hand axe, that sort of thing, then you take no penalties. If you're using something like a one-handed martial weapon, you'll take -4. If you're trying to use a two-handed weapon, because it's very tricky to try and do that while trying to swim.
I'll just use the boarding axe.
Yep, there we are, no worries. You would take -6 for a two-handed weapon. So a light weapon like the boarding axe, no penalty. One-handed weapon -4, two-handed weapon -6.
Okay, so 16
is a good hit. Yep. Your boarding axe thunks into the back of it as it's sort of grabbing hold of Sam and looking like it's going to stick the claws into it. Give us damage.
Sorry, would I need to do my swim check?
For the moment, you will need to do it on your. Oh, did you not do it that turn?
No.
Okay, yeah. Give us that swim check as well.
Okay. 11.
Yep. So you were fine up until that point.
Okay.
I've done 8 points of damage to it.
Okay. The creature is oozing purple blood throughout. It's still thrashing around, but it's still got a tight grip on Reya, and it looks like it's on its last fins. Adam, you're encountered by the other one.
Okay.
So give us your difficulty 10 swim check first.
Sinks like a stone.
No, 26.
26, not a problem. He's like, swim like a
All
walk
the
on
dice.
water.
I had to put the dice is making too much noise, so I had to put it on a cushion, and I was just worried it was going to roll too much. But it's just my 20. So yeah,
Adam
26.
ends up roundhouse kicking.
Yeah.
Thing.
With the clickety clack and the rolling sounds
Like the Matrix, yeah.
is nice, Adam.
No, not on the table. It isn't. It's because I've got the table legs are spring loaded, and for some reason I hear the springs rattle every time I throw dice down.
I just got this picture of
You
the table
have,
snapping up and hitting him in the face. Right, what's your hit roll then, Adam? And are you doing single attack or flurrying or anything else?
There's only one attacker.
Only one attacker, yes.
I get a +3.
Right, sorry,
for,
there's one attacker on you and then one that is currently engaged by Reya and Asemarsh.
So I can attack both if I do.
You're not
flurry
close enough to
combat.
attack both because you guys were
I will
swimming
attack.
around. So
Okay, I'll attack. I'll do an arm strike because I get a +3.
no problem.
D20 plus
3.
+3 is 19.
19 is a good solid strike.
Bam.
Give us your damage.
1d6 plus
Yeah, strike
1d6 plus 1. Yeah.
Yep.
2.
Okay, yeah. Not particularly used to fighting in the water. You sort of land a good solid blow, but you're not sure where to hit this thing yet without punching yourself full of spikes.
Everything is ugly.
Everything is cool when you're blood. No, sorry. Right. Next up is Chris.
Who am I closer to?
You are roughly equidistant, so your difficulty 10 swim check will get you into combat with the combat that's going on.
Okay, I'll try and go to Adam then, because if the other one's needy.
No worries.
Discussion. Oh, good. Yeah, 14.
14.
That's
Yeah, no problem. You stroke strongly across. How are you doing it?
So I was going to use the silver badger head dagger.
No problem.
So wondering if it had any unique stats to it.
Yeah,
Like float.
You can add an additional 1 to the hit roll. The dagger feels light and it's almost like it's guiding your hand towards the creature.
So that's 17 to hit.
17
Automated
to hit
murder dagger.
is a good hit. And you can also add
So
+1
is
to
it-
the damage. So at the moment it's a dagger +1.
So it's D4.
D4 plus 1 plus your strength bonus.
That's 6. Yeah, 6 damage.
Cool. Yeah, the dagger sinks into it and purple blood starts to flow. Kieran,
Yes.
which one?
Which one is the closest?
So it's same thing, because you guys are sort of in a rough huddle. You've got your pick of targets, but you'll have to swim to either one.
I'll go near the one with Chris and Adam.
No problem. Nobody likes you, Sam. Ricky's come to save you.
So
Everyone's like,
14
"No,
for the
save
swim.
That's probably why they've all swum the other way. They
in
might
case.
accidentally drown.
So 14 on the swim.
No problem.
And then it's base attack bonus plus my strength for the attack, right?
Base attack
Like,
bonus
help!
plus strength.
Help me!
yes.
They went for
Natural
an
20.
underwater
Natural 20,
stroll and
okay.
forgot the air.
Give us damage. So boarding X is times 3 for the critical.
Yeah, d6 times 3 plus strength
just
on that, is it?
As a quick point for anyone else who's watching that knows Pathfinder, normally what you do in Pathfinder is you'd roll critical hit and then you'd roll again to confirm whether it's critical. I like you guys being heroic, so if you get your weapon's critical range on a natural roll, so for axes that's straight 20, for things like daggers and swords that's 19 or 20, you are criticaling automatically, so auto confirm crits for you guys, because that way you hit like heroes. We don't want to worry about the extra rolls, so that's
I don't feel like a hero.
That's a 5 on the dice, that's 15 in total, and strength on top, yeah?
Yep.
18.
18. Cool. Yeah, you sort of just swim, catch hold of one of its fins, and just bring the axe down across the creature's skull. It just splits, blood and brains everywhere. It goes limp. You've got a handful of dead reef claw in your hand. It's quite big. It looks like there might be some good eating on it. And
In the
back
basket it
to
goes.
the top. Sam, can I get a fortitude save from you, if you please?
Sure. Give me a sec. Fortitude. There it is. Oh,
I'll take that. That's not a 13 then, which is what you're aiming for.
it's a 0.
Oh, man. So you can
I got a -1.
You can feel the fire spreading through your veins where it's clamped onto you. You take another 2 points of strength damage.
2 points.
Yep. What's your strength currently at?
7.
Down to 7. So you are -2 to your melee attacks currently because of the weakness. Cool. And then it's your go. Difficulty 10 swim, which is also reduced by 2 because that's a strength-based skill. Sorry. Ooh.
You could do it.
Where's my swim? Okay.
Rick, what is your strength?
-2.
My
so,
strength is 16.
11. I'm just
Yep.
clutching.
So yeah, you sort of kick against it and keep your head afloat as you probably stick a dagger back in it, or something else. Or you can try and break free of the grapple if you want to.
I'm probably gonna you know what? Let's just go balls to the wall. So I'm gonna try and hit it again.
No problem. Give us a roll.
Oh well, I got a -2 to my combat attack now. I'll put 8.
8. Okay. Your dagger stabs him, but basically strikes off its chitinous hide. We've had a good idea from Soul Joker about maybe using one of the massive claws as a weapon. I can see that making a nice mace head if someone fancies getting crafty or a spiked club. Yeah, I'm down with that. My general thing when running games is rule of cool quite often works. So if you're playing it for coolness, not mechanical advantage, yes.
So, what I was going to say, because he's asking, he's not sure how set in stone things are, is that technically, I guess, if we can push Simon off his chosen track, he's got something stat, but inevitably players push people off their chosen track. And as like you've said about a claw making a good weapon, in one of our other games that me and Kieran play in, we made a dagger out of some creature's bones, magical dagger. We kept the leg, I beat
Yep.
up some woman with it.
No,
And then
I beat up the woman with the leg. It was
And,
at the beginning of the campaign, and I just went,
That-
"No, I'm
that's
cutting off
probably
that
one of
woman's
those
leg."
stories that is better with context, I'm sure.
Yeah.
she wasn't really a woman.
No.
Doppelganger or something, bad guy. So with regard to the stories, the pre-published adventures, which is what we're running one of this evening, are like frameworks within which to sandbox an adventure. So basically, you've got a pile of fixed things that can happen, and depending on sort of how individual GMs work, either you sort of religiously follow exactly when it happens, or you sort of riff with it and throw bits of it in. But if the players are having fun, you allow them to deviate all over the sort of canvas of the story and get where they're going in their own good time, provided they're having fun. I'm option 2 myself. So, yes.
Like, you got us on the boat at the moment.
Sam, because the thing is still clamped onto you, it squeezes tighter with its claw, dealing you 4 hit
Peg
points
leg, Sam.
damage.
Sorry, how much, Si?
4 hit points damage.
4.
And Ricky, it lashes out with the other claw at you. That is going to be a 16. Does that get you?
Yeah, that gets me.
Cool. Can I take a fortitude save, difficulty 13 from you, and you take 2 points of damage regardless?
I passed the fortitude.
Pass fortitude. What's your combat maneuver defense?
16.
16. It does not manage to get a good hit on you. You pull your arm back as the pain sinks in.
So I take -2, you said.
2 points of damage, not 2 points of strength for you, just damage. And then it's your go.
Okay.
Sam, if you lose a leg, we have to use a crab leg.
Oh, it's got hold of her arm, so it'll be a claw. It'll be a hook hand.
If you lose your arm, we're going to give you a leg.
It's the worst. Just Captain Pirate Peg Leg, and it's
Okay. Swim.
I
I
asked for a claw,
passed.
but they gave me a peg leg.
Swim. I passed, and 17 plus 3. 22.
Here's a good
On the
solid
hit.
hit.
So just roll now, is it?
You'll be able.
Damage. 9.
Cool. So your first strike severs the claw that is holding Reya, and then you sort of backswing into the creature's face, and it just goes and floats in the water, oozing everywhere. Congratulations, you guys are out of combat time and have survived the fight. Sam, can I have 2 more fortitude saves from you, please? Unless you roll 13 or more on the first one.
Fortitude. I just realised, like, because I'm fatigued, I don't know if my fatigue kicked in at that point, but I was taking -4, so I was worse off.
Yeah. Fatigue does not affect your. It doesn't affect your. Oh, no, so it would have been a -1 penalty because of the -2 to your strength. So, you would have been 1 point worse off in terms of penalty because it's for every two.
I got a 5 on that.
Okay, and your second one?
5 again.
Okay, you take a further 2 points of strength damage before the poison sort of is sufficiently washed out of your system by the salt water, and you are feeling really quite sick.
No, not 45.
Sam, roll a d20 instead of a d6.
I am rolling a d20.
Hey, cat. For a second there, I was quite confused because Adam's cat looks quite a bit like my cat, although much smaller. And I was just like, "What's my cat doing in Adam's house?" My cat is
just destroying my stuff. She's telling me that I haven't given her treats in about 10 minutes.
My cat is currently chilling from my position. You can see her just like sleeping on the newspaper.
My pet dog is just standing right there.
Oh, yeah, role playing with pets. So. Cool. So you guys collect up the reef claws. You know that there's fairly good eating on that. Why is Beck squeaky there, sir?
Oh, that's the name of my cat.
Ah, there we are.
Squeak. wagging its
Does
tail
your dog
every time.
squeak? And yeah, it takes you a few minutes more to catch enough crabs to fill the remaining pot, and you make your way back to the boat. Plug looks less than pleased when you climb up on deck, but you can see that he's surprised you're back so quickly and with full pots. And when Croup sees the reef claws, he says, "Oh, the captain's going to love those. They're delicious when I finished them. Now just don't carry for everyone else. Let's sort these out for the captain." And gets to making. So the bloody hour rolls around, and instead of punishment, the captain comes up on deck and he's smacking his lips, still pulling bits of reef claw out of his teeth. He's like, "That was delicious, you swabs. You can have the day off tomorrow. You six, you five, take your time. That was a job well done." And you can see Plug fuming in the background. He's like, but yes. So moving on to the evening. You guys know you've got a day of leisure ahead of you. You see a couple of jealous looks from members of the crew, but what do you guys want to do for the evening? Starting with you, Sam.
So what was it? I'm -5 on strength. I'm
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
yeah. I'm gonna need to see a doctor fast.
Doctor.
No problem.
give
So you're
me
going to
the
go and see
news.
Sandra Quinn and see what she can help you with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still
Not a
here.
problem. Yeah, Sandra's
Can't read.
still.
She's pestering me.
I'm just intrigued by Adam's off-camera sort of cat terrorization, or being terrorized by the cat.
I know there's a Totoro on camera instead.
Okay. Totoro.
Yeah, so she gets to medicining you, and again, sort of poultices up the places you've been thinged, tells you to lay off the rum, and mix up sort of her best attempts at a remedy. If you do nothing else but sleep now, you will regain 2 points of ability damage rather than the one you'd normally regain for rest for both stats that are damaged. And your next fortitude save against the rum will be at +2.
Okay. Yeah.
If you are trying to resist drinking it.
Yeah. I'm trying to resist. I
No
just want to get better, man.
Sure.
Right. Speaking of the rest of you, what are you guys doing about your rum rations, which Grok is handing out? Are you drinking them, or are you trying to dispose of?
I'll drink. Yeah, I'll drink mine.
No problem. Chris, you were also addicted now, weren't you? So
Yes, it was. Yeah.
No check required for you. You take a point of constitution damage, and your charisma is temporarily boosted by 3 points. Ricky, what about you?
And drink mine, and then swap my empty cup for Sam's cup to give to that drunk that we give it to last time, so that Sam doesn't have to be tempted.
So fortitude save from yourself then, Ricky.
22.
Cool, no problem. You take a point of con damage, and again, you get the 3 point charisma boost for the evening's activities. Adam.
I was just thinking of Ricky wins alcoholism. You're trying to kill people with different ways each adventure. Now it's you're trying to kill somebody's liver.
It's like 101 ways to die, but like Ricky edition.
Yeah, they're all Ricky equals Ricky. I will try and get rid of my
Not
drink.
Ricky, Asemarsh.
Sleight of hand check, if you please.
For me.
No, for Adam, sorry. Yours is not a problem.
If you want. Damn it. I've got nothing for sleight of hand.
So total...
So dexterity?
Yep.
Dexterity? I can't say dexteratory.
Directory.
Dexteratory. I've got 7 + 3.
Is 10, which is what you needed. You managed to dump yours over the side without being seen. Kieran.
I'm just going to pass it to the nearest sailor.
Okay, so giving away your rum obviously is a rope bashing offence. Yeah,
Right, did not know that.
Yeah, so this is why I'm
Wow.
telling you before you choose to do so. Basically, you know
Where have you
from
been?
So he's got to do it.
life aboard ship that basically the captain and such like want you drunk and subdued, so you're not causing trouble in the night, which is why they tend to pass it out to keep the crew relatively
so I'm gonna
docile. So
try and get rid of mine.
You can try and slide it over the side of the ship, or you can try and hand
Give
it
it
to
a stab.
someone with a bit of subterfuge. But
Just sleight of hand.
okay, no, it's difficulty 10 sleight of hand then, if it's
That is an 11.
no problem. You also dispose yours. Ricky, your shenanigans makes Tilly a very happy rummy. And Sam, you can make a fortitude save to try and start resisting the call of the Chol with a +2 bonus to your check because of Sandra administrations.
Okay. Do not fail.
Difficulty 7, but you've got +2 to your roll because
So if you roll a 5 again, you're good.
Oh, I got 12,
Okay.
with the +2, so I'm good.
yeah, just make a note that you've got one save succeeded. If you pass your second save, then you can kick the addicted state for the time being.
I've already got 1 down on my save, so
Oh, there we are. No, you in which case have got to the point where you've got it out of your system for now. So you're back onto the same rules as everyone else, but your difficulty remains 7 for future checks to avoid becoming re-addicted.
okay. So I don't have the addiction anymore, but I can.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
But your difficulty stays 7 for future alcohol-based poisoning checks. Cool. Right then. So Sam's evening action we've done. Ricky, what were you doing that evening? Don't forget you can take up to 3 nighttime actions. First nighttime action is sort of the early evening, and then later actions cost you a constitution save to avoid being fatigued, but then you can take additional sneak, influence, or steal checks if you want to. The gambling and entertaining happens earlier in the evening, or you can just sleep and automatically recover from fatigue and heal points of ability damage.
I'm gonna go on gamble or fight.
No worries. There's a few people looking to take some arm wrestles if you fancy a spot of gambling and wagering. How much you betting?
5 gold.
5 gold. Let's see. Who do you get?
Me. I challenge him.
Yep, there we are. You guys.
I challenge you to a duel.
I challenge you.
Okay,
I'm drunk, so yes.
Excellent. So yeah, you guys set up on a barrel top. A couple of the other crew members throw the customary sort of caltrops across the top, so it's going to hurt whoever it goes wrong for. You both chuck your 5 gold pieces in. There's a bit of side betting going on, and a few of the ones that are your friends sort of gather around to see what's going on. And yeah, give us a strength check each of you, please.
18.
You're lying. 11.
11. Cool. Ricky, can you roll me a D2 and add your strength bonus to it?
It's like flipping a coin, really, isn't it?
Yeah. 1 and my strength, so 4.
Okay. Yep. You smash Ralph's hand into the caltrop barrel. Chris, you take 4 points of damage.
Ralph's in danger.
And lose 5 gold pieces.
He's hanging out with Ricky.
Ricky, you gain 5.
Do you want to go again, Ralph?
Yes. Again.
If you guys particularly want to, you can sweep the barrel clear, or you can continue with the punchy fighty. If you do go, then you might attract a bit of a bigger crowd.
Yeah, go again.
Okay, so as you're going again, Mahim, the sort of pretty angry rigger who you had a bit of a set to before, comes over and goes, "You're going to lose again. I'll give you 10 gold pieces if you can smash that orc's hand through those gold gobbles, but I don't think you can do it because you're too weak."
Go on.
Okay, roll them, gents.
Give me something good.
16.
Why you can't be so bad? 15.
Okay, another D2 plus strength then.
Ah.
1 4.
It's like the back of your hand is just mass of
Yeah.
Caltrop's blood. Why would
Today, Ricky gave Ralf, Asemarsh gives Ralf some new piercings.
Cool. Ricky, do you want to take any further actions after the nighttime's gambling? Or
You
is
can
that,
usually
is
do
that,
one of your friends.
is that it for the eve?
That'll be it for the evening.
No
So
problem.
I get another
5.
4, 3.
So just for when you guys sleep without just taking the sleep action, every night you sleep, you regain your character level and hit points just through natural healing. And then if you're taking the sleep action and resting for a longer period, you will also then regain ability damage as well.
Sorry, can you repeat that? You sort of cut out for me.
Yeah, no worries. So basically, if you take the sleep action, then you'll gain a point of ability damage back as well as your natural healing. If you just do normal actions and then retire at the end of the evening, you'll just gain your character level and hit points back each time you rest. So you'll gain, you'll gain 2 hit points back just for resting overnight. But if you take a long sleep, so a good restful sleep, turning in and not getting involved in the evening stuff, then you also heal a point of ability damage as well.
Oh, so I literally got healed and went to bed. So that's 2
hit points plus a point off each ability that is damaged.
I thought it was 2 off the abilities.
Oh no, so it was because of her healing. Yes, my apologies. Chris, then, so you've done your gambling action. What do you want to take any further actions, or are you retiring at that point?
Sandra!
Okay. She sort of shakes her head. She's like, why you do this to yourself? Give us a diplomacy check. See if you can talk her into expending some of her magical things. Otherwise, she's just going to wind you up.
15.
15. She takes pity on you. She's like, I'm sure Asemarsh would appreciate the folly in the challenge. Have you seen the size of that Half-Orc? I mean, but yes.
It was the ram.
She mutters a prayer to Asemarsh, and you heal 7 hit points damage. And is that your last action for the evening? Oh, that's your second action because you've been gambling. So, do you want to take a third action, or do you just want to take this difficulty 14 Constitution check for a late night?
No, but was Ahim the guy who made that comment?
Rahim, yes.
Ahim. Okay.
You want me to sort them out through?
No, I'll have my
Oh, sorry, no, Mahim, not Rahim.
Mahim. Okay, it's fine. Just want to make note.
Can't read my own writing.
He's on the list.
He's on the list. Right then, Kieran. So the way the nighttime action works, you've got the early evening, and then you can take up to 2 other actions. First action is free. Second action would take a difficulty 14 Constitution check to avoid being fatigued the next day. Third action would instead be a difficulty 18 Constitution check at the end of the actions.
I was going to probably try and ramshackle together a claw hammer from the...
Okay. In which case, give us a profession armorer or profession blacksmith or survival check at worst.
I have a blank craft.
So you have craft that you never took.
Yeah, I didn't know what to take. That was the thing. Because it was more of the fact I don't know what would be suitable.
So so if you want to take that in blacksmithing or something like that, then that's fine. Yeah. Or carpentry or something along those lines. But yeah, once it's set, it's set.
Yeah, I'll put blacksmith in it.
Cool, no worries. So give us a skill check on your craft there then.
That is a natural 19, sorry. So that's 23.
23. Cool. Yeah, you spend your downtime that evening. It's going to take you a fair while, so we're going to be looking at difficulty 14 Constitution check. But you get yourself a fairly nice looking. We'll call it a light mace. With the crab claw. But instead of the normal just by 2 critical, it's got by 3 because of the pointy sharp bits. Unfortunately, none of the poison.
I shall pass it on to Sam. Go on. There you go. So
I'm out for the count at the moment.
Gift it
I'll
to
just
Reya.
chuck it in the hammock.
Gift as a surprise on the
Oh no, no! Last time that happened, she's like, "What? How did I get that? What did I do?"
So what do I get? A claw hammer?
Yeah.
Call it a reef claw light mace.
Claw
I'll
hammer.
grab you the stats for that now, or claw hammer.
Grab hammer. You know, like the Pokemon move.
Nice. Right, so it is 1d4 damage. It'll use your same normal base attack bonus, but its critical is by 3 rather than by 2. So if you roll a natural 20, you do 3 times damage with it.
19, 20.
Mess up some stuff.
3. What's the range on it?
It's just a handheld weapon, so it's not a thrown weapon.
Okay, so that'd be 10 foot then.
Or none. 10 foot is a range increment, so it's for every 10. Like with your dagger, if you throw the dagger, the first 10 foot has no penalty. The next 10 foot has -2 to hit. So you could throw daggers up to 5 times its range increment, but it gets progressively harder the further away you are. Whereas, the mace doesn't have a range increment because it's not designed to be thrown. It can be thrown, but it's a lot harder to do.
Claw hammer, like Warhammer, but a claw.
Oh, we got a spam bot that needs banning.
There's a bot.
Yeah.
Bump gone.
Bye, bot.
Bye.
Cool. So where were we? We were Adam's actions. What's
Hello.
Xanorin doing for the eve?
Sitting down and reading a book.
Yes. Adam gets a paper cut. Xanorin gets a paper cut. I will maybe I'll just do some gambling, I guess, win a little bit of money.
No
It's
problem.
not against my religion.
Cool. So let's assume you are. Don't know. Do you want to go play the hoglob, or do you want to get in on the arm wrestling action? Since a lot of people seem fired up by the.
That's lobbing the ball, right?
The greased leaded pigskin. But yes,
that's it.
That's the one.
The ball. Okay.
Cool. How much are you wagering?
5 gold pieces.
Well, okay, you catch 2 or 3 others who are in the mood for some higher stakes. Let's see, you end up playing against 3 other people. Highest winner is going to take the pot. So Giffer, Ratline, and Badger are playing against you. So all of whom are
fans of mine.
No, so Giffer and Ratline, you haven't really had a chance to speak to. One of them's a swab, one of them's a rigger, but you've not had much to do with them. Badger, actually, Badger's not massively a fan either. Tilly's too drunk to play, but she's sort of sat outside watching, swilling her extra portion of rum. So none of them particularly anti you, but none of them particularly matey with you either.
It's Syl and Jape, isn't it?
Yes. So give us a combat maneuver bonus check with a -4 penalty, which is the same as they're getting.
-3.
So no combat maneuver bonus, whatever your total CMB is, and then take 4 off your final result.
18 plus 2, take away 4, you said, yeah?
Yep.
16.
So after a close fought thing, Badger takes the winnings, tossing it a good couple of feet further than any of you. You're a close third, and Ratline, for his small sort of halfling stature, actually puts in a pretty good lob. But yeah, you lose 5 gold pieces, and
Damn.
Badger walks away happy. Do you want to take any further actions for the evening?
No.
Okay, then that thing. So
Murder is a good nighttime activity.
For me, it isn't.
I
Bid
know what you did.
Farewell.
last summer. Okay.
Just leave a note in his hammock.
The following morning, then you wake up, and although the sun's barely over the yard arm, it's already much hotter. You're heading down the Slytherin coast still, and it is unpleasantly warm today. So your fatigue saves will be harder to make as you are in the middle of a heat wave. Daily activities: you're up before the mast, and Plug is handing out the actions. Let's start with Adam today. When I find my list of tasks. Sorry.
We got a day off.
Oh no, you've got a day off. Yeah. So you guys can take 2 daytime actions instead today, because you are free to roam and captain's leisure. So Adam,
am I able to fish off the edge of the boat?
Yeah, absolutely. That's usually one of the tasks that's given to the cook's mate. But if you want to fish for pleasure, you can certainly do so.
I don't think you'll find any pleasure though.
Maybe more reef claws.
Make everyone a claw hammer.
No, I see. Oh, you're actually trying to catch more reef claws, are you?
Oh no, I'm just gonna fish
for
pleasure.
Okay. Right, Kieran, you spend the day fishing. Give us a survival check, if you please, or a professional fisherman if you have it.
Yep.
Fishing is dangerous around these parts.
So that's 15 for
15. Yeah, you catch a good few pieces. And are you what are you going to do with your catch? You just catching and throwing it back, or are you going to catch, sell?
We can have a decent meal for a change.
Yeah, I may as well take them to the.
Okay. Yeah. With that, you make a good. Well, he gives you 3 gold pieces for sort of supplementing the ship stores, and yeah, that's that. Any other actions, or are you spending your whole day doing that? You can head off and see Grok in the stores if you want, or you can take time to sort of sneak about and try and explore a bit of the ship. So you've mostly kept yourself to yourself and the rigging activities.
Yeah, I've mainly kept to myself, and I haven't really spoken to people unless needed. It's like, for instance, I went crab fishing with these guys and they didn't even speak to me.
How rude!
We'd forgotten about you.
You were there.
Like
I was busy trying to survive.
Everyone's just drowning.
Drowning in the sea of emotions.
And water.
And water, yeah.
I'll go over browse what Grok's got. See if I can got any materials I can make some things. Maybe like a new belt for for my boarding axe.
This isn't Minecraft, you know.
Do you want to?
I'm going to chop some trees down. Right, so
he's going to start punching the mast now.
Yeah,
just topples. Oh, the mast is floating except for one piece missing.
Yeah. Look what I did.
And it's like calming music in the background as the ship is just sinking.
Hey guys, we'll have a posh bloody cabin though. Private cabin now. Sticking out to the side of the ship.
Second paddle boat. Right, so yeah, Grok is in the stores. She hasn't got materials to sell for crafting, but she does have a fine belt, sort of work leather belt with a silver buckle that she's willing to let you have for 3 gold pieces. Only one careless owner.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gold I got for the fish.
No problem. Yep, you've got a that one. Have you got the appraise skill?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do.
I do. No,
you can give us an intelligence check if you want one.
15.
15. So you've you've seen workmanship of this quality before, and you think Grok has underpriced it, perhaps not deliberately. Maybe she's not as good a judge of price and character as perhaps she might be. So you reckon you've probably got maybe 10 gold pieces worth of silver out of the transaction?
Definitely not a good judge of character. I mean, Shaq's a fool with Asemarsh.
So yeah, I think that's me done for
No
the day.
problem. Chris.
You set that match up, Adam.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a good judge of character, clearly.
he's signed on with you lot.
Yeah.
We didn't sign up for anything.
I definitely didn't sign up with you lot.
What's your plan for the day then,
Who are
Chris?
you again?
What's
leisure and influence.
Gonna go for some
Speak to
influencing?
some people, yeah.
Yep, no worries. Who are we gonna go and speak to?
I want to find out some stuff about Mahim. If anybody knows anything about him, where he sleeps.
No
Why?
worries. Who would you like to
I
go
can
and
help you with that.
chat to about that?
Does he sleep in your bunk?
Oh, in fact,
I'm gonna arrange
as to where he sleeps, you already know. So the quartet.
Specifically,
of,
what bunk? Yeah.
Yeah. So the quartet of Sil, Mahim, Jape, and Chumlet have set up in the front of the lower hold. So they've sort of claimed this area here. So these 4 marked hammocks at the front by the foremast on the lower deck are where they've set up, and they sort of treat it as their own little private thing. Occasionally they allow visits from Areta, but Phipps, Jake, Mahim, and Sil have sort of got into that section, and then during the day everyone else's hammocks are stowed, and then at night you guys string them up between the beams.
Okay.
Indeed, we did have pictures before back, but I've blown them up to make them a bit better viewing, because before I was having to manually resize the map each time. So
yeah,
this time we've got good things. So
yeah. Oh, to do it, yeah. I might go for another sneak then.
Okay.
On the up on the main deck. Is that what it was? Yes.
Are you going to do an upper decker?
Okay.
Upper
So
decker.
where are you trying to sneak to on the upper deck? Or the main deck?
So up on the main deck, yeah. I want to see if I can see if anybody's about the captain's cabin.
Okay.
Just have a little look to see, yeah. So just looking up to see if anyone's there.
As casually as possible.
Okay, so you can see that can see that the captain's up on the aft deck at the wheel.
Okay.
You guess that Kulki's probably in the captain's cabin, the cabin girl. But otherwise, no one else would be there. You've worked out from the lay of the ship that the set of stairs just by the galley and quartermaster store is what would lead up into the captain's cabin, but you haven't seen anyone use it.
Okay. So I haven't seen nobody use that flight of stairs.
No.
Have I got one more action?
I tell a lie, other than Kulki when she comes down to get the captain's food.
Okay. Have I actually got one more action left?
Yep.
Can I sneak up there? Go come down and then just go up? Just have a look to see if there's a door up the top or
So give us a stealth check, please.
Oh, no.
Relatively high
A
traffic.
wild captain appeared.
Stealth's fine. 15.
Sneaky.
15.
Okay, no worries. So you casually, sort of as if you're going back to the galley to do some bits and bobs, you head around there and then dart up the stairs. You get to the door which separates the stairs from the captain's cabin. And what do you want to do? The door is closed.
They see if it's open.
You try the handle. It would appear to be locked.
Okay. I'm looking at the lock. Is it like a fancy one? Is it like heavy? Is it going to be easily pried?
So it looks pretty good quality, actually.
Yeah.
You'd say there's some superior workmanship in it. Can you give us a perception check, actually?
Perception. 19.
19. Okay, so you also notice that it looks like there's something else on the side where the lock hits the door jamb, and you're not sure what it is, but it looks like it's jammed in there. So if the door opens, something might happen.
It's trapped.
It's trapped.
Okay.
You're not expert enough to work out how or what, but you're aware enough to point at. Yeah, you're aware enough to point out that sort of there's a trap there, and you could have a go at disabling it if you felt like trying your luck.
Okay, that's fine. It's good to know. Trapped. Nice. I think I'll probably just go back down then.
Cool, no worries. Who are we going next? Adam.
Hello.
What's your 2 actions for the day?
I don't know. I'm a bit too goody two shoes to go snooping around, aren't I? I mean, I'm not going to make more work for myself by going to fight animals in the hold. I will go visit.
If you've got money to play with, you can go and see Grok.
Yeah, I think I'll go visit Grok. I was just looking at my inventory. What was my inventory anyway? I haven't really got much that I need, but I guess I could. I guess I could go buy something back just for the hells of it, really.
No problem. What do you want to go and acquire?
I've noticed that you've got a crowbar there that belongs to the captain that might have had a previous bald owner. I was wondering if I could possibly have a look at it.
I reckon we can sort something like that out for you. I'm happy to loan it out to you for a holding fee of a gold piece.
Super. I'll send around Ricky later. Asemarsh later on.
Anything else you're after while you're here? You can spend as much of your money as you like with me. I'm feeling easy today. The heat's got to me.
I'll tell Asemarsh. What have we got?
Well, we've got plenty more previous owner stuff, and she opens the second wooden locker. Anything that might have once been yours you fancy in there? Fair prices today. 2 off the bargain.
I like the look of that grappling hook. It looks very familiar. I'll see how much might that cost me back.
Again, a gold piece. She's feeling. You think she might have had a couple of glasses of rum as well, but she's happy to be returning things for a token payment and doing it right.
And a wink and a smile.
Yes.
I will. I'll take care of that then. I'll look after that for the. I
suppose you're going to want the rope as well to go with it, because grappling hooks aren't much use on their own. Give us another golden. give us another golden ropes.
Please.
No, yes. You failed to specify. You just only wanted the grappling hook.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know the grappling hook didn't come with rope. I wrote down rope as well because I thought it might be useful to have 2 separate things. I didn't realize the rope and the grappling hook.
Yeah, are sadly 2 separate things. So yeah, she.
I assume she has my stuff as well then.
Yes, correct. Yes. So anything other than perhaps your boarding axe, which you've probably had enough time to bargain out between now and then, and your worn armor. Everything else was robbed off you and you were press ganged.
Right,
which is slightly ironic because given half a chance, you probably would have joined, but they were clearly in a not recruiting and paying people, but taking them by force sort of method.
Yeah, so that means she got my bastard sword and my buckler.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Yep.
I'm going to have to go buy them back.
Yep.
I'm just thinking now.
But I assume that at the same time, I've been on this ship for a while, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys haven't managed to acquire much of their gear back.
This
Right.
is the most I've gotten back.
Speak for yourselves.
Yeah. But it's okay. She's had a little piece of that as well, so she's gotten as much as he's gotten back.
You just need to have no moral compass.
Is it okay because I didn't know this, is it okay that I pick those up while I picked up the belt?
If you have the money to do so, bear in mind all your money went as well.
I see.
Yes.
Then
You have
So,
no money at the moment, Rick.
I have no money. I had that free gold from the fish,
yeah,
and then the free gold went
Kieran,
because of the
what's
belt.
your character's name?
Max.
Nice.
yeah. Sorry, I
Max power.
should have covered that. I thought the others might have done when, but oops. Yeah,
Nope,
so
surprise.
yeah, you
No,
were
we did when we were Jenning yesterday. We told him, just
Oh,
spend
yeah.
all your money on armor
armor.
because he's going to take everything else off you. Those were the exact words we told
Yeah.
him yesterday.
he
Yeah.
didn't he didn't listen so good.
I think the last thing then. Those I've heard that those sun rods. They seem to be kind of cool. I like gadgets. I was wondering, could I perhaps throw those in as well?
Yeah, sure. 2 gold pieces a pop for those. Happy to.
Down to
Yeah,
5
those.
gold pieces.
How are you making all your money back?
Gambling.
Gamble.
I lucked out.
How do you
at
earn
night.
money if you didn't have money to gamble?
Well, no, you can.
He
somebody
pimped
spot
me
a gold
out.
piece. Yeah, no, somebody spot me a gold piece, and I just managed to luck out on my first throwing game that I lost.
And that's
5
why
gold
I'm
on.
missing a finger.
Yes.
Yeah, the 5-finger stabby game went slightly
Yeah.
wrong for you.
Logan 9 fingers. Boom.
Cool.
That's what you should go with.
So that's your first action. Then Adam, second action if you want one, or you can just spend the day at your leisure and.
We'll spend the day lounging,
Cool. Ricky.
meditating.
Meditating, yes. Practicing your monk stuff.
I'm going to sit on the deck and keep an eye on.
Try not to kill anything.
No, I'm planning my next kill. I wanna watch and watch Plug and see who he's kind of getting information from, and I want to be subtle about it, as in I want to pull out my telescope and directly look at him. No.
Yeah, case is
Subtle
enjoyable.
as Ricky can do it.
I want to be subtle about it.
Cool. Give us
And I'm gonna just
a sense motive check that if you place.
Just a giant orc eye at the end of the telescope.
Bulging out a la Wile E. Coyote style.
14.
14. Okay, yeah, you sort of spend the day ostensibly lounging, but keeping a good idea on things. So you see that he spends a reasonable amount of time when he's not up with the captain, speaking to the 4 you've already identified as the little clique at the foredeck, so Phipps, Jape, Behemoth, and Syl. Those ones seem quite matey with him, and you notice that he's always got a word of praise for them. Yeah, matey. He obviously speaks to Scourge, who is the bosun, and you see he seems to change his demeanour quite significantly when he's around the captain. So to everyone else except for the 4 of his little favourites amongst the regular crew, he's sort of complete hard ass. The rest of them, he's sort of a bit matey but still firm. Around the captain, he is a fawning fop. He sort of probably brown noses the captain. So yeah, you get a good sense of the man. Basically, if he's got a chance to bully someone, he seems to take it whether it needs doing or not. You see him sort of rollicking a bunch of other people. He also glares daggers at you every time he passes. Hello, nerd.
What have I done to
Clever
him?
Mark. So guilty by association seems to be the way, but he's
Right.
I mean, these guys didn't particularly do anything to him on arrival, but he'd clearly taken against them.
Except for Ricky.
Gotcha.
Of course.
To sort of,
They were
I've done
rivals, you can
nothing
bully.
wrong.
yeah, yeah. Except for Ricky, who got himself smacked by the captain on the first day. Cool. So that's your first action. Is a good bit of people watching. What's your second action?
I'm gonna just have a wander around, look for these guys, and I suppose Max as well, seeing as he's in our little group now.
Keep away from him.
Yes.
He'll push you off of something. He'll push you under something. He'll try and have sex with you.
Yeah, and just explain so like we can coordinate because on all of this stuff that we've done and chat and plan wider.
No problem.
You
Sam,
keep telling me
then.
these things. I'm like, I'm just doing this.
Sam, what's your
Get some
actions for the
fish in
day?
his ears.
I was just seeing, like, just having a quick flick through the actual rules, seeing if there is anything I could do during downtime that can, be things. Because I think I'm a bit scrawny and I need to work on the muscles.
Are you looking for like a workout bench or something?
Yeah, makeshift workout bench.
Yeah, I mean, you can spend time sort of
Nobody tried
working
having
out and,
sex with me.
you can also spend this time sort of properly recuperating because you're still sort of fairly weak from poison and the
I am
sickness
on
from
death's door.
Yeah, so if you spend the time sort of convalescing and sort of getting Sandra to sort of take a little more care, you can use your day's actions to heal another 2 points of ability damage in addition to if you go nighttime early to rest.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just take it easy and probably people watch or something.
No worries. Give us a sense motive check as well then.
Cool. Don't fail me now, dice. 12.
12. Cool. So yeah, you keep watching again. You sort of notice some of the same patterns that Asemarsh has been spotting, but you also notice that Crine, the what is she? She's the gunner, the master gunner. So she and her mate seem to be doing something around the ship's boat, the little gig, and they seem to be prepping it and sort of checking it out and stowing some grappling hooks and things like that to it, and they're spending a lot of time working on that.
Okay.
Cool.
Big fish hunting.
Big fish hunting, maybe. Evening time rolls around. The heat starts to cool. What's everyone doing about their rum rations?
I'm going to try and dispose of mine again.
I'll do the
Chris.
same.
Straight edge.
Chris, how about you?
I'm going to drink it.
You gonna drink it, Ricky?
I drunk it. 22.
Sam?
I like Ricky's how he's ahead on things. I'm probably just gonna like not have it and try and dispose of it.
Okay, so the disposers, can I get a difficulty 10 sleight of hand? Chris, you passed the fortitude, did you? Oh, no,
Yes,
hang on.
90.
You're still addicted. You don't need to roll the fortitude. You just
Just
take a hit.
Woo! 20, not a natural 20.
Nice. Did
14.
Did anyone get less than 10, Adam?
I know I got 16. Was it against, if not sleight of hand, it was against dexterity?
Dexterity,
was it?
yeah.
Yeah, I got 16 plus 3.
Cool. So Ricky and Chris, you both take a constitution damage and gain a temporary bonus of 2 points to your charisma. And yeah, the rest of you successfully managed to pass off or slip overboard or otherwise the rum rations. Cool. We are on to the evening of the. Where's my time tracker gone? Not that
Poured mine
one.
into Ricky's pocket, so it looked like he's pissed himself.
Evening of the 13th day at sea.
Unlucky for some.
Unlucky for some.
Maybe Mr. Plug.
Maybe Mr. Plug. So we will start with you then, Ricky. What's your plans for the evening and night?
Okay, did these guys agree to meet with me to chat?
Begrudgingly.
Before or after I drunk?
I was like this the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. So as your first action for everyone, then you guys get together in a quiet corner of the deck and have a conflab. So off you go, and I will use that for 2 seconds to go and refresh my drink. So I will be back in just a moment while you guys chat and plan.
Okay, so as I've been watching them upstairs, your mates, Baldy, are right in with
Me?
Plug. Yeah, are right in with Plug, and then
Writing.
no, they friendly. They
Ah.
running everything back to Plug. They right in with Plug, and
Wait. I have to stop you here. Is this going to end in somebody getting murdered?
no,
Okay, good.
not somebody. Plug.
I'm a bit confused here. Plug is a human being, right?
No.
Okay.
He's a. Bear with me a second.
I heard he's a sea demon.
Nah,
Going out
yeah,
there. It's a demon. Yeah.
yeah.
Is he evil?
Mhm.
He's evil, right?
Mhm.
Am I
So evil.
the only Have I just read the man wrong?
Yeah, he's evil. He's
Okay.
gotta go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Carry on.
So I've been watching, and he treats everyone like shit apart from your four mates and the guy who had to go at you.
He treats you really bad. You are aware he treats you really badly, right? He's being sarcastic.
Your
Okay,
no, the James and
They're not my friends. They beat me up.
Sil, Fip, Mahim,
Mahim.
They beat me up. They're not my friends.
you gotta go.
That's how friends say hello, right?
Yeah, you're reading people wrong.
Relax the head.
This is because you hit people all the time. Hitting people isn't nice.
I haven't hit anyone who didn't deserve it.
That's good.
But
So-
I can't work out how we go about it.
Poison. Find me poison. I'll do the rest.
Out of character,
Yep.
He'll make.
Adam.
Yep.
Adam actually spotted something out of character
Yep.
that we need to take into consideration.
What's that then?
Well, I can do it in character. If somebody.
You wouldn't have. I don't
Yeah.
think you have seen it.
I think we.
So you
would
could
have.
bring up.
Oh, no.
Oh, bring
No,
on-
because
bring-
they got the secret stairs.
Okay.
Nobody knows it.
So you're talking about the stairs that lead from the middle deck to the A4 officers' quarters, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, out of character, Adam realized that we can't poison the food because the
Straight up.
cabin girl eats it.
Yeah.
You have to poison the food after she's tasted it.
Yes, easy.
I can poison the food
Sam,
anytime because I
it's
cook really
okay.
badly.
That's what I do for a living.
Need food poisoning? Need dysentery? I'm your man. That was out of character.
So,
Really bad case of diarrhea.
so
yeah.
I'm gonna say back in character, but how do we poison them when we don't see how the food gets to? Because we don't see the captain and the officers when we're eating.
So the other thing you guys have noted is that not every night does the captain eat with the officers. Some nights Corky comes and gets food just for him. Some nights he's entertaining the officers. Other nights they're just eating in their own mess and they sort of come and get grub when everyone else is served. So the crab night the officers ate with, the sort of maybe one night in 3 the captain's entertaining. But more often than not, he's maybe got one of like his mate Peppery the sorcerer, or just dines alone. But you reckon every 3rd night is when he sort of has all of the ship's officers in for a bit of a rum and knees up.
The other thing I've noticed, the other thing I thought of is we saw the guy getting keelhauled for stealing. And we've got Sill's out of character. We got Sill's key for her locker. If we put something that's clearly someone else's in there, something that belongs to the captain, and then, get rid of the key, maybe someone could give it to Grok or something.
I just want to say you give it to her already, so if are you sure you're not going to get jealous?
I was like, oh.
I was thinking that at first as well. I haven't given it to her. Ralf got it.
Sorry.
What do you think? Max?
All right, I was waiting for you to say who you're speaking to.
I know. I'm looking at you, but then
I know. I had to write down his name so I wouldn't forget.
You're looking at Adam for me.
Yeah, I was looking at you, and I was thinking, what can I call him?
Yeah.
So
I do wish you could set where the participants appear on Discord so that everyone's looking at the same arrangement. That would be
so
most
I'm
useful.
looking at the same arrangement as what you are streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe everyone.
Kind of. I'm.
But yeah, is more Ricky's eyes look like they're looking up for me, and Adam's right above him on the camera.
Yeah, because cameras are reversed in Discord as well, so Ricky's looking to the other side of the screen. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not
that makes
standing
sense.
over you anyway. I mean.
Yep.
I do want to do something like, "Hey, Adam, here."
It's magic.
I just punch across the screen and just.
What about you two? You is a sneaky halfling. Can you do anything?
I'm not a halfling.
No, I'm talking to Sam now.
No, no.
Because you didn't answer, so
Reya.
I moved on.
Well, I have noticed some people doing some work, working a bit more diligently earlier while I was trying to recover, because I'm still feeling like with a hangover from hell.
How is your sleight of hand?
It's pretty slight after that.
So yeah, it's pretty slight after what happened.
Put on about the door. It's disabled device that she'll be looking to.
I think it's sleight of hand to slip in something into their drink, even.
Right.
Challenge them to an arm wrestle. Drink goes down, somebody walks past, in it goes. They win or lose, take a drink.
The out of character thing. So with me, disabled device and sleight of hand, I do have it's Dex, which is 10 for me, and I've got a check on both of them. So I could do that.
Useful.
And know it all.
Out of character.
With a lot.
I do also have disguise.
Yeah, so Sam, you are pretty good at both disabled device and sleight of hand, significantly good.
New guy, what about you?
Speak up, man!
I don't want to kill anyone. I just want to.
Kieran,
Who
you know
earns?
that the
This is the murder ship.
and you remember from day one that the implied penalty for killing each other aboard ship would be a keel hauling.
Yeah.
So you and sort of with sea life in the blood, as it were, you're fully aware of how nasty a fate that might be if you get caught. So yes, that might be why you're feeling like the voice of reason.
Yeah. It's just going to make it worse for us if we get caught. You're all going on about these plans working, but you're not thinking about what happens if you fail.
See, I
It's the
thought I
wrong
was
attitude
going
to
to kill
have.
Joy.
Yeah, no, that's the wrong
Oh.
attitude.
That's an Adam thing to say.
We got another softie in our group.
So great.
No, I just don't want to be keel-hauled and thrown into
I'll
the
join in there. I
water.
mean, that's a character. I think the new kid that isn't new is the one making sense here.
It might be the rum.
But I've not been drinking. Is it the lack of rum? Should I be drinking?
We're
that was a
a
good time
bit
for your idea
rudderless.
to freeze, Chris. Freezed while you were chugging. It was superb. One of the biggest chug in the world.
Well, we're not going to get caught, are we?
No.
You guarantee that? You almost got caught out on killing.
Everybody.
I didn't kill anyone.
He did get caught.
I didn't kill anyone.
It was the fall that killed him.
It was the deck that killed him.
It was an assistant fall.
I just tells
Actually,
him along his way.
Thinking about it, we're probably getting louder and louder every single time, especially with the orc getting more rallied up.
Yeah. People just hear you across the ship now going, who's he said he killed now? He's killed a lot of people, right? I'm just losing track.
I don't kill anyone.
He's trying to kill Tilly with her liver.
Saved
Okay.
your life.
Not mine.
Yeah.
When?
When the rats almost killed you.
All right. I was a bit out of character. I couldn't actually remember when it was. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then Ralph killed Reginald.
Ralph.
I did.
That was pretty mean. We were gonna have some friends there. Finally on the ship.
Didn't need no rat friends.
Like actual rats, or
actual dire rats.
Yeah,
I was
rats.
planning on taming them.
Giant things.
We could have got you a saddle and everything, Reya. You would have been riding around that ship in style.
Okay, so for the two softies who don't want to do anything, what do you want to do? You just want to stay here, get bullied. You two are going to get bullied, not me. But get bullied, get your stuff taken off you. I fought hard for my money.
You're going about it the wrong way.
Thank you for a new follower.
You-
I fought hard for my money, and then they just stole it, and then treat me like shit.
Exactly
you
that.
Though.
You should use this against them. You know them. You said yourself the Mr. Plug has favourites. Why don't you rile up the others?
Oh, you saying mutiny?
shouldn't we be coming to port soon? I mean, we've been like
Not a
what,
mutiny.
13, 14 days.
You just
at
tell them
sea?
how it is.
Maybe.
You have
It's
been,
like
you're
that.
on the 13th day at sea at the moment.
You just tell them how it is, and it's on them of what actions they take.
Okay,
But people get in.
Plug has told us that if we tried to swim off, we were miles away from civilization. Although swimming off wouldn't have been a bad idea when we were close to the coast.
Yeah, at the moment. Also, for sort of general knowledge, you guys haven't been told where your next port is. And from the bits and bobs you've picked up, it looks like the ship is cruising looking for potential victims. So you could be out at sea for another couple of weeks, a month, and the ship's certainly got rations from what you've seen to do that if it needs to.
Oh.
But should you hit a prize, you're likely to then go to port to deal with the booty. So that's
I deal
sort
with the
of
booty all the time.
Grok deals with your booty.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah.
He's in control.
Let's not go any further down that dark rabbit hole. So you from where you are at the moment, you can't predict how much longer you'll be at sea. Certainly, none of the officers have given you any indication as to an imminent landfall coming up. And you know that sort of some sea voyages can take weeks or months. And if you're cruising around looking for merchantmen to hit, then you might be at sea longer rather than shorter, potentially.
But yeah, the plan: rile up the people that are beaten down by Mr. Plug.
Catch a
And-
spider, extract its poison. It's done. Those
So-
spiders.
No. How do we know? How do you know that this spider will be poisonous enough?
No,
I
try.
Seen this bite on my back and my neck?
Another superb freeze there.
That's a
Christian.
hickey.
Lovely. I don't know.
It's all about my
Spider
plan.
bite, Rick. Asemarsh. That's a hickey.
Spider hickey.
Okay, then. So you guys sort of spend the best part of the evening sort of wrangling around plans without quite seeming to get to where you want to go to yet. Other pirates start turning in. You sort of have to tone the conversation down as sort of bunks start filling up. Do you guys want to take any later evening actions, or do you want to turn in for the night at that point there?
Food for tonight. Was the officers with the
No,
with the
it wasn't.
captain?
It was, so by your guess, the next day is likely to be the next officer available for meals type thing. You guys, if you want to, could use the sort of dark of night to have a bit more of a sneak around and try and establish sort of things about the locked captain's door, the officers' quarters, where the others are sleeping, any of those things. So sort of your nighttime actions are when you sneak off if you wanted to put things into Sil's locker plan. Then that might be another option.
I'm not very sneaky. All quiet.
We know you're not quiet. We can hear you in the night.
Snores like a steam train.
That's the bit. It's like sawing logs.
Cool. Yeah. So anyone want to take the any nighttime actions, or you making?
No, I'll call it a night.
Yeah, I'll skip it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that.
No problem. So you guys turn in. Minds are whirring from the possibilities and the what best to do. So everyone heals their
Mine's whirring
character
like
level
this.
and
He's
hit
gonna kill
points,
people
and
again.
1 point of ability score damage if necessary.
1 point, is it?
Yep.
Sweet. Getting better. What was it? What was the HP again? The hit points?
Character level. So it's 2 hit points.
I'm getting even better.
I tried to recover.
Cool. And the next morning, the 14th, dawn's fair, but the heat seems to have abated. And bright and early, you are surprised to see Master Crine at the mast along with Mr. Plug. And Plug's like, right, you lot aren't working the jobs today. Master Crine's got some training for you swabs. It occurs to us that you've never boarded a ship in your lives, other than being dragged on this one by your sorry butts. So you guys are going to learn how to board ships, and you're going to learn it right, or you're going to get rope bashes. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And to make it more interesting, these crew members will be keeping you honest as you try and board. And he points over, and there is Syl and Jape chuckling, and they look like they've got buckets of kitchen slops and things like that at the rail. Crine, I will just find you a picture of her now, is a fierce-looking woman. And yeah, she sort of sergeant majors you into the ship's gig and rows out to sea away from the Wormwood, which is a dropped anchor for the moment.
With my profession as sailor, would I have experience with this a little?
Not so much. So you've got a bit more of an idea of how to go about it, but because perhaps your previous nautical career might have been more merchantman rather than pirating, then you've never really tried a ship-to-ship boarding action.
Right.
You've more worried about how to repel boarders should it have come up. So Crine, you notice one of her legs has been replaced with a peg leg. And yeah, she is foul-mouthed, foul-tempered, and her sort of vocabulary makes the halfling Rosie Cuswell sound like a nun. She has the boat with a set of grappling hooks and a bunch of ropes, and she tells you that basically you swabs are going to be learning how to climb those to board a ship, so that should a prize come by, you guys can be a useful part of the boarding action. You are 40 feet away from the starboard side of the Wormwood, and she hands each you a grappling hook and says, right, 2 of you first, and then the other 3 of you after. Sling a hook up there, get yourself on board Toot Sweet. And yeah, she points at Adam and Chris first. Make it so.
It's exciting, isn't it, guys?
So you're not here to talk. Why'd you throw in your grappling hook already? So,
pardon me.
Can you guys give me a ranged attack? A ranged attack with your strength bonus rather than your dex bonus, because it's a thrown weapon. And you're aiming at armor class 5, but you have a -6 penalty for the range. So base attack bonus plus strength, take 6 off your total, and try and get a total of 5 or better on the dice.
So my strength bonus plus the dice.
So strength bonus, base attack plus dice. 2 seconds, I'll grab you.
1 strength plus 1, so it's 2, 7, so 9.
9, and is that including the -6 for?
No.
No. Okay, your hook falls short and lands in the water, and she calls you 3 different names that you've never heard before, but all of them sound terribly offensive. Chris.
I rolled a natural 20.
Natural 20. Yep. So
you got a 16.
Your rope slings up. It clatters onto the deck, and with a tug, it's already sunk tight. You tie it off onto the gunwale of the jolly boat, and you can start your climb. So we are looking at difficulty 15 climb checks, and you are going to need to make 2 of those to get yourself up to the deck. But each round that you do, the 2 pirates on board the ship are going to be throwing junk at you. And if they get you, you're going to need to try and keep your grip. So, Adam, give us a second check for your rope while Chris tries his first climb check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah. I got a 22 -6 then.
Cool. Yeah, so you get your rope secured. Chris, what's your armor class, please?
My armor class is... I had to go 14.
14. Okay.
Do I do 2 consecutive rope?
No, one rope, then 2 climbs, but we'll get to those.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the hurled barrage of trash and yucky stuff, and a bottle comes sailing past your head, misses the first one. You're halfway up the rope. Give us your second climb check, please. Adam, give us your first climb check. And now you're taking attack.
That's right.
Oh.
Sorry, what do I do? 2 and
What did you get, Chris?
20
Sorry?
plus
18.
18. Cool. Yeah, you are most of the way to the deck when a rotten tomato catches you square in the forehead. Can you give me a difficulty 10 reflex save, if you please?
Reflex.
And sorry, Adam, what was yours?
Lovely child. I got 20 plus 5. What am I rolling against?
15, so you're fine.
So don't have a reflex skill.
No, reflex save, so
No.
it's
Oh, it's top,
top left-hand side.
So yeah. 18.
18, yep. You shake it off and vault over the deck and cry and say, oh, well done. Good effort, that dwarf. Didn't think you mountain grubbers were up to it, but you passed muster. Adam, the 2 pirates sling stuff at you as you are making your next climb check. Or one of them's got you with a critical hit. A bottle comes whizzing down for you and catches you in the shoulder. You take 1 point of damage and a reflex 10 save, if you please.
9 plus 3.
Yep, no worries. You grit your teeth through the pain. Give us your second climb check. You can see still chuckling away to yourself as that on. Quiet's like, I told you just to throw rubbish.
14 plus 5.
Yep, and you also make it to the deck. Well, a bit laggedly on the rope work, Elf, but yeah, climb like a monkey, so you'll do. Next 3.
You say minus 1.
1 hit point damage, yes. So, Kieran, Sam, Ricky, can you guys each give me a ranged attack thrown weapon check with -6 penalty, aiming at arm +5?
Yeah, I make it.
16.
16 is a hit. Sam, that's a okay. Yeah, your grappling hook just goes splash in the sea, and yeah, you are on the receiving end of the tongue lambasting. Can you?
Annoying thing is, I've got like +7 for the whole range thing, and
Yeah.
I managed to roll a 2.
Why don't the guys just try throwing you with the grappling hook?
That would probably
That's
be
the thing.
easier.
Me and Ricky both have strength 16.
Yeah, so because with the ranged, because it's a thrown weapon, you don't use your dexterity bonus, you use strength for it as well, unless you've got the weapon finesse feat, because I'm going to count grappling hook as being finessable.
I got weapon familiarity. Wait, am I looking at the wrong things completely? Either or, I know I'm screwed because I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Yeah.
The die.
Alright, so after my minuses, pluses and minuses, I've got 15.
Yeah. So on your climb check, is that your rope check or your climb check?
Yeah, and that was my rope check.
That was your rope check. Yeah, yours sinks in. Yeah, so Sam, for you, you effectively will be using your melee bonus for throwing the grappling hook rather than your ranged bonus, because you're trying to throw it with your strength rather than trying to accurately shoot with an arrow or throw a light dagger.
Oh, if that's the case, I was probably in minuses.
Yeah.
Threw in
Cool.
the other direction.
Ricky and Kieran, then give us your
I
climb
find it
checks.
behind me.
Any negatives?
Any
on this?
minuses?
No minuses, but you're aiming at difficulty 15.
That's a natural
15
18,
twice.
so 25.
Ricky?
15 twice.
15 twice. No, so you both get halfway across. Ricky, piece of rubbish hits you. Kieran, they miss you the first time. Give us a reflex 10 save, please. Ricky. Sam, can you give us another rope throw, please?
7.
7. Okay, you get what tastes like bilge water, rag soaked in bilge water right in the mouth, and you're sort of so disgusted by it, you forget, let go of the rope, splash into the water.
Just as Mom used to make.
The sea's nice and calm, and Crying's better. Get back and get climbing again. Swim back to the boat and start your climb again. Kieran, give us your second climb check. Sam, what was the result of your rope check?
A 2 on my D20 again.
It's like,
I'm
throw
not
it in.
built for this.
12
Would she
on the
be able to
dice, so
use her
19.
acrobatics instead?
Say again, Ricky, sorry?
Would she be able to use her acrobatics instead?
Unfortunately, not on this particular one. No, it's not. It's if you've got rope use as a skill, we'll go with. I'm just trying to remember whether that's a. No, rope use isn't a skill in this particular one. Yeah, no, because it's just trying to get the grappling hook far enough range attack strength.
I thought she was climbing already. That's why I said.
Yeah, no.
No, I failed both of to throw the hook so far.
Yeah, acrobatics you could do once it's up if you fancy sort of tightrope walking up it for coolness' sake, but you've got to get the hook there in the first place. Right, Kieran, you're well on your way up, but then a barrage of well-placed things catches you. Something small, sharp and pointy, maybe a stone or something, catches you in the eye. You take a point of damage as they criticaled with their trash throwing. Can you give us a reflex 10 save as you're nearly at the deck?
That's a 14.
14. You, despite the pain, make it aboard and receive grudging praise from Crine. Ricky, you're going to need to make another 2 climb checks.
21 on the first.
Cool. And then a reflex 10 as they've tagged you with trash as you go up. Sam, another rope check, if you please.
14 on my reflex save.
I'm going to try a different die. Let's try a D8 or something. Maybe I'll do better. Off of...
Big dice.
And your second climb check, Ricky?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I'm done. I'm out.
And yeah, Ricky, you make it to the deck. When Sam comes back, we have a solution. The 2 pirates aboard deck are jeering and laughing at the halfling's failure to get the ropes up. Sam, crying despairingly, sort of tells you, just use one of the other ropes, for crying out loud. Just show me you can climb. So yeah, you can go climb or acrobatics as you choose. If you fancy
really finesse it, just walk along,
redeem yourself and sort of tightrope yourself up the thing, then you can go acrobatics. Or if you want to just hand over hand climb it, then climb. Either way, it's difficulty 15.
Acrobatics is a dex-based skill, whereas climb is a strength-based skill. That's why I suggested. We can't use Sam now.
You're on mute still, or gone silent. Still quiet. Nope.
Or maybe we've all gone deaf.
No, I can hear you.
I'm joking.
Nope, still not. Sorry, Sam.
You broke your computer when you ran away.
She can still hear us, though. So that's positive.
Why don't we
reach?
Well, now we're echoing from you, which is a bit.
We could lip read.
No. Can you do it via interpretive dance?
She's saying Kamehameha. Then she did the Italian spice thing.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay.
There we go.
Results.
I'm going to attempt to use
Kieran, why are you drinking
acrobatics.
a battery
Okay,
full?
give us a roll.
I just saw it land on a 1 then. I have got 22. I got 2 little ducks.
No worries. You scamper up the rope quickly. First barrage of rubbish goes straight over your head. Second acrobatics check, if you please.
What? You didn't tell me there was a second one. Hey, I'm acing it this time.
Hey.
27.
Yeah, and your nimble little halfling stature easily avoids the second barrage, and you're finally on the deck. Cool.
And now backstab them.
Right. Crying.
Yeah, one of them hit me in the eye with a stone.
They
You're on my side now, are you?
No, he's hoping to get an eye patch.
Crine comes back aboard, and she's a little scathing about your initial attempts. She says, if we do get any prizes action, you, Ralf, you'll be leading the boarding party.
Aye.
You're the swab I trust most with a grappling hook. Yes, and the rest of the day passes fairly uneventfully. You're on sort of light work after your afternoon's worth of training. That is probably going to be a good point for us to call it there, because we're just coming up on the 10:30 mark, which means we've been going for just about 2.5 hours, which is nice. So are we good for next week, or are we going 2 weeks now?
That's you guys.
I'm good. Which
Yeah,
one?
next week should be fine for me.
Cool. I'm good with that then. So yeah, we will aim to play again next week. No leveling up or anything needed between times, and we will move on to your 15th day at sea. Yes, 15th day at sea on the next day. You guys can take the intervening time to formulate the plans. We should just mention that we've got stream on Monday, which will be our pre-recorded chat with Emma Ficelli. So Adam and Ricky had a lovely chat with her, which I understand weren't quite long. So
genuinely worth a watch. It was Emma was fantastic. She's a font of knowledge. She's been in the industry for about 15 years, and she was a delight to speak to.
Excellent. And then we'll be back on Wednesday after that with the hobby stream. No doubt somewhere in between that, one or the other, or might get the Valheim bug, and we might put up another impromptu stream of that. We'll try and be less bad at that if we do play it again. So yes, thank you for watching. We've been Swansea Comic and Gaming Convention, and this has been another Pathfinder stream, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye. I think Kieran and Chris are streaming. Never mind.
No, we're still on. So when are Kieran and Chris streaming? Sorry, guys, I missed the band.
Sunday.
Sunday.
7:30 onwards.
Cool. What are you guys
Just,
playing on Sunday?
Do not know. We're going to have a chat about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
No worries. So
tomorrow we can decide what we're going to play. Yeah.
Mystery video game stream. So we will say our goodbyes
Lucky
again
bag.
and have fun. So we'll see you all next Friday or sooner. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.